Okay guys, hi, this is my old art tour. So this is like 2008 to, I think I have up to 2016 with me right now. A quick side note though, most of the art I had when I was a kid was tied to a bunch of stories that I was making, and they're not necessarily in this file or any of the other places that I have. There might be some scattered in here. But I do know for sure that this is not all of them. If you guys wanted a separate video on that, I'm down, because I always like laughing at my old self, but like totally another time. I have too much content. So we'll just go right ahead and get into it, I guess. So first note, I made this when I was like, I think I was 11, and I totally thought that if I just put classified on my folder, no one would get in. Like that, my whole reasoning was skewed to the point where I was like, yeah, no one can get in. This is classified information right here. But I mean, no one got in, so maybe I was right. Who knows? So let's go. So most of the beginning stuff was actually landscapes and shit like that, and which is actually kind of funny because I don't do a lot of landscapes or scenery anymore, but yeah, like, I don't even know what the fuck this is. Is this an alien planet? Is this someplace I saw? I don't know. There was more of this in another sketchbook I had, but I got really mad one day and I just like ripped it all out and threw it away. So that's probably all I have left of it. This is why I don't do landscapes anymore, probably. But that was... Oh, that was 2010. It's funny. Okay. That was 2010. And then somewhere along the lines, I guess I got better somehow. Obviously didn't start out that way, but I ended up going to like a class at our community, which was actually kind of funny because it was full of like 30 to 60-year-olds, and I was like 10, and I just went to this class in our community to learn how to draw, and one of the exercises I think was how to draw a shoe. I think that's where this one is from, but that was, yeah, I was 10. I was 10. Wait. No, I was 9. Oh my god. Oh dear lord. So like, I learned about detail and shit, and then immediately after this class, I just like dropped everything I knew, because you know what happens. You know what happens when you enter middle school and shit. You get into anime, and you start drawing like a dork. So this is one of my old stories that I wanted to make as a kid, but didn't, because it was stupid. I know that if Bree or Sinclair is watching this, you probably recognize this. You at least recognize my little tie right here. That's an old character I made. Her name was Ty, T-I-H. Do not ask me why. I thought it was edgy. It was 3 letters. It wasn't common, so I mean, I don't know. But things like this I put in my my binder, and as you can see, I learned how to shade, and then I just immediately dropped this technique for the longest time. I didn't even have like real paper. I had line paper. Like, look how stupid this is. But I did that for quite a few things, and there's Ty again. She ends up getting her own style and everything. It was bad. I don't draw good birds like this anymore. What the fuck? Anyways, so I think this comes after. It comes somewhere in the line. This was like 7th grade. See how I picked up that shading technique? It was around the same time as that rose. Obviously I wasn't very good at faces and you know, actually putting structure to things. Like, this is obviously 2-dimensional when it was supposed to be 3-dimensional. And then the face is obviously skewed. But I was learning. And then I completely dropped it. For like stories and shit. Oh look, anime. Wow. So this is another one of my really old stories. Again, Brianna, you will recognize this. I mean, for like a 12-year-old, this was probably some good shit. But I was still 12, so maybe I was 11. I don't know. But I was proud of this at the time. I thought it was some good shit. And if you're wondering what this is, it's a Phineas and Ferb fan fiction, because, you know, that's what 12-year-olds were into way back when. And I know this is not my art, but, like, this is from my friend Monica way back when. She was a good artist. She helped me get into art. I love her. And then, oh look, more anime shit. So yeah, I got into fandoms pretty early on. So this is Merlin. This is Sherlock. Here's Ty again. Fucking, she's everywhere. I thought I threw her out, but I guess I didn't. Back when I had like that ultimate art rage where I was like, no, I can't do art, and I threw everything out. It's funny how much you salvage when you're upset. But, that's Ty again. That's a scythe. It doesn't look like it, but whatever. I was like 12. This is obviously Harry Potter, if you know that one scene with the Phoenix back in the second movie, I think. And then, I don't know, I just thought I was being cool and making it do this. I mean, at the time, it was awesome. Here's Ty again. She's just everywhere. You can see the anime because it's fucking 2-dimensional. It's got the mouth outside of the face, the eyes on one side of the head. Like, it's just, oh my god. Here's from that same story I just showed earlier. I guess this one's just scattered everywhere. I don't even remember what this was about. Here's when I got into my edgy phase, and I also still didn't have a sketchbook. Wow. Oh my fucking god. So here's more Ty. As you can see, I thought I loved her so much. In fact, I loved her so much, I just couldn't unstick herself from herself. I put these in my binder, and like I put tape on the back so that way they didn't slide anywhere, and they would just be everywhere. People used to like this shit. I used to like this shit. So, I mean, Ty was a character. She was something special, I guess. Probably my first OC, that I actually, you know, made to be an OC. But it was for a friend's story, I think. I think it was for, you know who you know who you are. You're watching this. So I have blame you, but there's a bunch of time. I really thought I threw her out, but I guess I didn't. I thought that putting a little floaty on her tail was like totally cute. Not at all not functional. Oh god. So there is so much. There is so much Ty. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no, there's just like, they're everywhere. Just, what the fuck? So yeah, and then, Supernatural. That's Lucifer in the cage. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. And Doctor Who. Because, why not? This is Ty in her human form. A form that I rarely drew, but did exist. And I cannot remember his name for the life of me. That was my other friend's character. Yeah. And, oh god. Oh, there's more. I thought this was a funny joke way back when. I thought this was funny. Oh, here's a good one. A good one. Totally not stolen from the internet. Oh yeah, definitely original. Yeah. So that's my friend's character. It's probably her OC. Like that's her character and this is mine. And then here's our twin boyfriends. That's all I remember. Oh, that's what their names were. Okay, well I can't remember who's, so high five to Oron Host Club. Totally weren't ripping you off. And, no. Oh man. Oh, look at those cheeks. That is so anime. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Oh, there was 3 forms. I remember now. There was 3 forms for Tai. She was human, and then she was chibi fox, and then she was just regular fox. And I was so proud of me drawing foxes back then, but I did not know how to draw a fox, let's be honest. Maybe I could draw a face, maybe, but that was not a fox. Here's some edgy emo anime shit, because, I mean, why not? To be honest, though, that was a good hand. High five for that one. And then, like, the scene that went with it. This is all my friends' characters. I just, like, had random dreams about them and then drew them, I think. Here's my friend's character from that totally not stolen reference. And then this obviously goes with it. I mean, like, I thought I was being funny, and I put something random in her hand because I couldn't draw open hands, and I was like, I know, I'll put a fucking banana there. Why? I don't know. It's funny. It's random. And, like, God, it was probably everywhere. You can probably go through all of my old art and find just random shit. Yeah, that's more cringy, chibi shit. You will be the death of me. Oh god. Look at those sharp lines. Look at those boobs. I didn't know how to draw boobs at all. Like, those aren't boobs. Those are socks inside of a shirt. And, like, for some reason her hands had veins. What is going on? I learned eventually. See, this was a regression. I used to have really cool shading techniques, and I was getting into realism, and then all of a sudden, anime ruined my life. It should be on a shirt. Anime ruined my life. And here's where I stopped drawing good hands. Obviously, this is another friend's character of the same universe. Totally not a ripoff of Soul Eater. I remember her hair was alive or something. I don't know. And then, oh no, kissing. Oh no, something random because I couldn't draw open hands. Something random. Why is it always a banana? I don't know. So, yeah. Edgy. Yeah, her hair was alive. Yeah, I was right. It was like a being that bled. Like black goop or something. I don't know. My friend knows this better than me. I remember getting into trouble for this one. I don't know why. I remember it was troublesome. Oh, here we go. Here's where I actually learned some shit. This was like the final battle of anime right here, where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try and develop my style, and then I realized that my style was really shit. So, cause it was like the same cookie cutter scene, like, there was nothing different. There was nothing different at all. They had like different hair, different colored eyes. This one has glasses. Look at how original I am. This one has glasses and a smirk. But yeah, I had a whole bunch more of these. There was so many of them, and it was just this whole page covered with some random landscape, same girl in the same pose. I learned how to draw boobs. Like, this is the picture where I learned how to draw boobs. Because I realized what I did wrong in this one, and eventually I got better. Yeah. It's actually a pretty good pun. Okay, here I am trying to draw romance. I do not know who these people are. I don't know who you're supposed to be. It was probably just something random. She was probably random too. I don't know. It wasn't even symmetrical. Look at that face. This is killing me. And here's some more. Oh look, guys, look, guys, it's Ty. Oh my goodness, why is she there? I don't know. Why is there something in his hand? You know why? I couldn't fucking draw hands. I didn't learn how to draw boobs here. This is one I didn't know how to draw boobs. I also didn't know how to draw shoulders, because apparently shoulders can cut people, right? That's how it works. So you can like pause this if you want to read it, but it was probably some shitty joke I made that wasn't actually funny. Did she like bacon? Was that her thing? Was that a thing? Was that a thing? Is that the cat face? Okay. Alright. Oh, here we go. Here's some edgy shit. Here's her name. Ty before her miracle. Oh, what was her miracle? I don't know. Probably something edgy. Don't bully kids, guys. Not even your kids' self. Oh, this is for my brother. Okay, back to my work. And then I wanted to, like, do an animation sequence. I had a bunch of these. I still have them. I can show them in the story video if you want me to, but they're really useless and boring. And, it was, like, drawn on several different postcards, and I was just gonna take a picture of each postcard picture and slowly make a stop animation. I got pretty far. Like, it wasn't bad. It's just that I changed the song like 6 times, and the art was terrible. So, there's that. It's just like... So this is probably around the same time frame, except I finally got a sketchbook. Like, this was probably my first sketchbook. So this was a character I was trying to make that I never ended up using because she was useless, and like she was just a cookie cutter character. Like, you can find this character in any story. That's all I remember her as. And then I made this for a friend, and then didn't give it to her. So, Jessica, if you're out there, hi. Wait, no, this was for Jessica. This was for someone else. Oh, I had this symbol on everything I did when I was younger. So if you see this somewhere, you know why. Eventually I ended up getting an X in the middle. So there's that. So this was actually supposed to be a unicorn, eventually, sliding down a rainbow, eating ice cream with clouds shaped like carrots and hearts and guinea pigs. Is that Wink? Oh, because it's a pig. Okay, yeah. Alright. Oh no. So this is my old pet Jackson. Old pet guinea pig named Jackson. Sorry. And I made a little chibi for him because I loved him. And he was the best. But this was... Okay, it wasn't that shitty, but... Oh my goodness, this is adorable. It's so adorable. I miss him. Here's the concept art for that comic thing I showed earlier with the Phineas and Ferb fanfic, where I was like, oh, you know, Perry the platypus? What if it was Katy the platypus? Get it? Because Katy Perry? Oh my god. So, yeah. Who the fuck is Vivi? Okay. Oh, I thought this was the coolest shit. I thought because, like, it looked like she was standing, but then you turned it over, and it was like she wasn't. Oh my god, she's falling. But, I mean, obviously, she's falling. Like, I didn't even know how to draw wings. But, I mean, I was getting somewhere, right? I knew that there was individual feathers inside of wings. I knew that ribbons ended up turning whenever they were, like, doing their little flappy thing. So, I mean, I got that right. Oh, my baby. So, the fuck happened here? Oh, here's another one I did where it was like, you can look at it from this way, or you can look at it from this way. And it was, like, the coolest shit to me. I didn't even spell dying right. Like, past me, what were you thinking? You can't be edgy. You just can't. Here's that one character from the beginning. Where's she at? There she is. You can notice because of the hat. Wow. Wow, I had a hat like that. That's why. And, oh, this is back when I wanted to be a fashion designer, and I kept drawing outfits over and over again. I used to draw them, like, in the center of the page, and, like, with nothing else around them. I have no idea where that sketchbook is, though. I think I might have thrown that out. But, like, eventually I learned that I can put more than one outfit on one page, and then I didn't even finish the page. Here I am practicing a mouth. Look at how hard that mouth is. I spent so much time. Oh, this was from another story. These two vampires. They'll come up. I'm pretty sure they're in a sketchbook. Here's me practicing chibi. Oh, wow. I'm so original, guys. Look at this romance. Look at this heterosexual drama. Okay, this was from... No, this was before I made the vampire story, but I was like, vampires are so cool. I'm gonna draw a vampire. So I did. This is a story I never finished. You can tell because I didn't even finish, like, this whole page. But it was about this wizard girl who helps this wizard boy into the wizard world, and it was called Spell Check Club because they did spells. And they were trying to hide from muggles, so they were Spell Check Club. So smart. This was a picture I was drawing for someone else. And then I didn't finish. And I never gave it to them. I'm a good friend. Here's some more oh my goodness. Is it the same people? Oh my god. They're so in love. Look at their eyes. They're so big and full of heterosexual love. I'm gay. So, here's some more, like... Oh, yeah, this was, like... 'Cause butterflies fall in love, and spiders fall in love, and ladybugs fall in love. This was my favorite outfit as a kid. I didn't have a hat, but I wanted it to complete the outfit. It was ridiculous. I hated it. I hate it. I used to like it. My first ever attempt of a self-portrait. I thought that I knew what lashes were. Obviously, I didn't. Obviously, it's Maybelline. Oh, here's the vampire art. Because you want to grab a bite to eat, get it? Because he's a vampire. Oh my god, I'm so clever. So, there's that. And then, here's what I think that's what I called it? No, I called it Runaway Vampire. And I had the vampires who were crossed, the vampires who were confused, and the vampires who were cursed. So, like, the crossed were, like, the holy vampires who never bit anyone. The confused were, like, the middle. And then the cursed were, like, super bad or something. And that was her outfit. It was so edgy. 10 out of 10 would wear the outfit. Here's the main character. See, I got new markers at the time, so obviously I had to use them. And obviously I only had to use the black and the red. I mean, who uses other colors, am I right? So, here's the main guy, who ends up falling in love with her, or something, I guess. And he was like evil, but he was tragically evil. So you had to care for him or something. And here he was. See, he's tragic, guys. He's tragic. You have to care for him because he's crying. And here they are falling in love because he was a stalker and he would watch her and it was love, right? Look at me being clever. Look at that. So, are these glasses? Are these his eyes? I don't know. You tell me. So, no. Here's me trying to be edgy again. I kind of knew how to do hands in this one. They're not shit, so, oh yeah, when they broke up, because, you know, heterosexual drama is so interesting, guys. They're almost touching nubs. So, I thought I was cute. I was not. Oh, my friend made fun of this. She was like, you know what helps a broken heart? Duct tape, because duct tape fixes everything. And I was like, ha ha ha. And I almost threw it away because of it. But it was actually pretty funny because, I mean, why the fuck was I drawing this anyways? And then, oh, this is some recent shit. Go away. You don't belong here. This was like, oh my god, was this like 9th grade? This was like 9th grade. This was obviously a copy of a Vocaloid, you know, like, song cover. I have no idea where I got this idea, but it's here. It's there. It's proud to be here. Oh, here's some art school shit. Art class shit, I should say. This was an art school. I don't know why you're in here. What the fuck? Okay, moving on now. So I have a bunch. Should I do another video? Yeah, I should. I'll end it off on a good note. Let's end it off on a good note. So, I mean, this was obviously some like pretty bad reductive shit, but eventually you do get somewhere. This was. Oh, here's some old shit. I was just hiding. It was sandwiched. It was sandwiched. This was when I got into dragons. Like, really into dragons. Look at me. I knew what love was. Trust me. I was 11. Anyway, eventually you do get somewhere. You start studying things around you. You start copying styles of someone else. You start paying attention. And you try new things. And eventually you do get somewhere. And you don't start off right away. You know, as a good person. I mean, you start off copying and redrawing and doing all kinds of stuff. But eventually you get to somewhere where you're happy, and then you keep improving after that. So this is pretty recent stuff. This was like a year ago. And it was all just studies of different things. And eventually I knew what a skull looked like. I know it doesn't look like it much here, but eventually I learned. And you just start learning more. And it's great. And I will show you more in the next video.